Okay, shooting this a second time. We good? Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just messing around a little bit. Scoop back. Okay, now I'm in frame. This is a good idea. So we got what? Roughly. Okay, I have to be about 4 feet away to actually be in the shot. Don't mind me. As you can see by the quality of the footage, I got a new camera. So, yep. Sora is going to be very happy. It's a Sony HD Bloggy, so I can shoot up to, I think it's the 1080p right now. I'm hoping it's not recording at that high of a frame rate because it's just a lot of memory on a camera, just for a short update video. And I'm telling you this a second time because, like, messing around with any camera is like a new tool. You have to mess around with the schematics. So the first update I had, I shot everything up to my chin, basically. So, going to put my face in this time. But yeah, I have about a 90% chance that I'm going to be going to Youmacon November the 4th, right? But basically right now, since I drive my mom's car, the issue with her is basically the neighborhood that it's in. Like, Detroit's supposed to be like such a bad city and whatnot, but it's in a Renaissance center, and like the current quota of the people who attended last year was like into the 9,000. So I think with that many people in the area, I'm not worried at all, just because it's it's in the Renaissance Center, which is a very nice hotel location, and I'm going to be staying with about 13 of my friends. Plus, you know, that many other otaku nerds who are in the location, so I'm not all that worried. Mom kinda is, but that's understandable because it's her car that might be broken into. But it's a gamble with any city. Okay, but right now, my only plans as far as cosplay is basically going to be taking the helmet version of Vaughn up to Yoma, just kind of for my first convention of a test run, for at least just a con with that magnitude. Ohio usually gets about 4K in people every year, so this is my first convention that I've gone to something that huge. I'm fine with crowds and everything like that, but it's just, you know, I'd like more people to see my work, but that's just me as a cosplayer and an artist, so I don't know. Other than that, some voice actors, like Team 4-Star and Little Karibo, are going to be at Yoma. So if I can finish it on time, I might do Vegeta early. This is my wig. I've still got a lot of styling to do just because of time and effort that's gone into it. Right now, God, this stinks, and I'm probably sick just because of all the hairspray that's been in my room as far as this area. I had a 14-ounce can of Aquanet, and basically the styling of this wig was pinning it to one of my wig heads all around the actual netting, along the front and the back, to actually make sure that it was stable, and then I flipped it upside down to let gravity actually let the spikes dry in this position, and the Liberty spikes are just kind of going everywhere. I still got some work to do with the welt. I have to sew that into the actual wig. These ones I actually made as far as the wig design, and I have to sculpt it down and add more hair follicles into the netting to make it look like it's an actual widow's peak. And then I'm going to take the spikes a little bit down just because, you know, hair doesn't grow like this in real life. And I try to have, like, some realistic qualities to my costume, if not at all, just because anime hair is crazy. And then I'm actually going to cut down the actual sideburns and then cut off the extra of the tail, and then maybe sew some of this into the netting, because I'm going to be wearing a black wig net, but just because of the way that the wig actually worked, the more hair in the back that I had to sculpt upwards, you kind of can see the netting on the inside. And I'm putting this down before I sneeze. So much hairspray. But yeah, I mean, that was, I think I have at least maybe 20% to 10% of the 14 ounces left. So in the 30 coats of hairspray that I did with that, I'm very pleased with how the spikes turned out, because that was like my first Liberty spike wig. I've done other things, like Vaughn had a little bit of spike work in the top, but just for the actual amount of styling in the side spikes, they kind of drooped down. But with that, it's like you actually had the force of gravity helping to pull the hair down and actually go against the way the wig was actually sewn together. So, yeah, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that it'll work out. That was a wig from Arda Wigs. I'll put a link down in the bottom. It was a Jareth front lace wig, and I got it for like $60, $5 handling and shipping, and it was only that expensive because all of their wigs are actually heat resistant, so they're extremely thick and they're extremely good quality. Other than that, so I might be doing Vegeta because Team 4-Star has, well, their main show that they do is Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which is the only reason I watch any of Dragon Ball. It's like when it was actually on in the days when I was growing up, I would turn on the TV and just flip through channels and just see DBZ in the animated series. It was a little hard for me to watch just because it seemed like every time I turned on the show, it was just Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta, and Trunks, and everybody else just being constipated and yelling at one another. It's like that takes up 90% of the show. So it's like with Abridged, it's like you can watch the episodes, get the gist of what happened, and it's funny too. So it's like that's just how the anime should have been done instead of just what, like 90% filler, which a lot of anime shows like Naruto and that just are completely at fault for. But that's all plot device, and that's my personal opinion. But yeah, if I can't get the wig done, I'm going to go to the thrift store, try to find some leather pants, and do like a casual badass. Other than that, I plan on being in the helmet the whole entire time for Vaughn, and just because that's one of like my best costumes that I've probably done besides Taukaka. And it's probably one of the easier ones to wear, with Tao. I have to wear stripper heels, or excuse me, 6-inch stripper heels, and I can actually get the shoe. That was my mirror, ignore that. Yeah, so ignore that. These are my Taukaka heels. So, like, yeah, with that just of the spike, as far as the actual inches with the actual shoes, I'm in these like 7 hours a day at OhioCon, and I don't want to do that for Yoma. Just for the fact that I have to drive home at the end of the weekend, earlier on Saturday at least. I plan on going home. It's like maybe 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, because we will have a 3-hour drive between where I live in Akron, Ohio, to Detroit, Michigan. It's a 3-hour drive, so to have your feet hurting like, excuse me, hell, and driving that long, it's not a good plan. So I'm going to be wearing my Vaughn boots, which are 10 times more comfortable, and in a suit that I can actually see in, and it's just all together, and I don't have to worry about things falling apart on me. So yeah, that's the plan right now for Yoma. Not much else. I'm hoping that I can actually meet up with some of the Kingdom Hearts Live members. Other than that, my friend Sam Verbulas is coming down with me. He is a professional photographer. I love his work, but he doesn't find himself up to par yet, just because he's still in school. And he's currently taking commissions. So if you would like a photo shoot, get in touch with me. He does require payment, but it's like if you want to do like $20 for an hour of photos, he's very professional about his work, and he does awesome things. I'll put a link to his DeviantArt down below. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can take a lot of photos and meet a lot of new people, and I'm really excited. See you guys there.